All right, y'all, welcome back, welcome back. Okay, so today I found a video of a young lady explaining the reasons why men don't like to take women on expensive dates. I thought it was very interesting, so I want to let you guys hear and I want to discuss it afterwards. So without further ado, let's bring it up.
I saw this post that said women be wanting big dates right off the bat. Ma'am, you're a stranger. It's always the men with the least to offer a woman that are the most concerned about a gold digger. Just last week, I posted a video of a man who was offering a woman a Netflix and chill date for a very first date. These men are not worried about you being a stranger and I don't even know you. These men will invite you over on the day that they meet you. What they really are trying to say is, how do I know that if I pay all this money, you're going to sleep with me? They want to know, what guarantee do I have that if I take you out on this date, that I'm at least one step closer to being able to sleep with you? These men are always approaching women who expect a certain kind of treatment and expecting that woman to settle for less for them. They always want to be the exception to your rule. There are plenty of women who are happy with coffee dates and Netflix and chill on a first date, but they don't want those women. They want the women with the higher standards to lower them. It's not about the money and it's not about her being a stranger. It's about them wanting guarantees. And if you don't believe me, the next time you see a woman with a big bouquet of flowers or she's on a nice fancy date, look in the comment section. You'll see all these men saying, and what did he get? And what did you do for him?
Okay, and that's pretty much the extent of the video. So much to unpack here, so much to unpack. First off, what is wrong with a man setting a budget for a date? First off, telling a woman he doesn't want to spend over a certain amount on the date. What's wrong with that? That's his pockets. Do not count another person's pockets. So let's just get that off the table. Second off, the woman that made this video, I'm not sure how many guys invited her to expensive dates and then wanted her to put out. I'm thinking not too many, just judging by looks, but I mean, that could just be me. So I don't know if this is coming from her personal experience or if she's talking about stuff that her friends have went through. But I don't see, I don't see a guy just asking that type of chick to Nobu and just like, yo, well, let me spend $300 for you on a date. Maybe I'm just being mean. Who knows? Who cares? Third off, it's human nature to want to make good investments. It's not just because a man wants sex. It is human nature to make a good investment. Let me ask you something. If somebody told you to invest $100 in a stock that they knew was gonna literally go down in 3 days and lose 50%, would you invest in that stock? No, right? Okay, so what's different about investing your time, hard-earned resources, and attention to somebody that you think may play around with that and not value that? The guy was right. You are a stranger. I'm not spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a stranger. That doesn't make sense. That's illogical. Unless I'm a billionaire. Even some super rich dudes don't do that because it just sends off the wrong message. Now, this is like I said, human nature to not actually invest in something that's going to fall. So I don't know how she's tying this to men, because if it was flip-flopped and women were going on dates, I'm pretty sure women were paying for dates. I'm pretty sure women wouldn't want to pay for expensive dates either if they didn't know the guy or if there was no guarantee that this will go any further. Yeah, some could say it is about sex, but that's because women are the gatekeepers to sex during the dating process. Henceforth, men are the gatekeepers of the relationship in that dating process. So you have to be sure. I mean, a lot of fellas have gone through times where they have, been the good guy and taken a woman out that they barely knew on a nice date just to impress her, right? And a lot of times that comes off as thirsty or overeager or, blah, blah, blah. And guys just don't do that anymore. Why would you keep investing all this money over something that's not gonna work? Why would you keep investing this hard-earned money? You know how the economy is nowadays. What interest do you have in this that's gonna have a good outcome for you? Like, it's a losing game. This is why I always advocate for men, go on a date that's extremely affordable. Okay, go on a coffee date. Like she said, go on a coffee date. Hell, go on a walk in the park, go play chess or something. I don't care. Anything that costs less than, let's say, $75. Go for sushi. Because you never know. She could just be using you for a meal, sure. Or she could just be an opportunist. She could just be bored. Like, it's a lot that goes into that. And women don't think about this. If a guy goes on let's say 4 dates a week, right? And he's spending $100 to $200 on every date that week. That's $800 a week. Just flat out $800 a week. How much a month is that? $3,200 a month. Yeah, you're gonna be broke as hell after that month, man. I mean, some guys make that in a month. Come on, let's be honest. But I think the problem lies to where we aren't separating what men do and what humans do, because like I said, that's just a human thing. Humans don't like to make bad investments. Taking a sorry ass woman on an expensive date is a bad investment. Point blank, period. I mean, there's no way to chop that or slice that. And if you're into making bad investments, then you're crazy, because you're playing a losing man's game. Okay? It's never going to work out for you. First off, you're going to run out of resources unless you're just some super rich, guy that's just taking women on dates all the time. You're going to run out of resources. Second off, you keep doing this, she's just not going to respect you at the end of the day. She's going to look at you like a bank account, going to look at you like a walking debit card, like a DoorDash card, where she could just call you up and go to Nobu, call you up and go to Ruth Chris, call you up and go to Papa Do's, whatever restaurant it is. She's going to look at you like a little bank card, like a DoorDash card, like you an Instacarter or something, man. Like, yo, take it from somebody who has dealt with women who actually like him. Women that actually like you, they don't care where y'all go, man. You could take a chick on a date to Target, bro, and stop at Starbucks and Target and go shopping for electronics or, I don't know, anything, CDs or vinyls. She wouldn't care. She just wants to spend time with you. She wants to get to know you. She thinks you're a winner, So my whole thing is, again, why is she in people's pockets? She has no business being in people's pockets that are paying for things that she's not paying for. You're not paying for the date. Shut up. It's not your business. It's not your business what I'm expecting. Okay? And I mean, stuff like this is just, it's literally the reason why the dating scape is what it is today. Guys don't want to pay for dates anymore. Guys don't even want to pay for dates anymore. Women are afraid to go on dates due to expectations. Like, it's just crazy. Like, take us back to how the 90s was when they dated in the 90s. Like, it is what it is. Okay? But at the end of the day, like I said, a bad investment is a bad investment. Who wants to literally sit there with a woman who can't stand him or has no intentions of calling him after this date or going out with him after this date, and he's spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on this date to make her comfortable, feed her, get her a little tipsy, and so she can just go home and ignore him? Like, that's crazy. Who wants to make that bad investment? Half of it doesn't even have to do with sex. It's just the continuation of this. Why would you just throw all that money away for somebody who's going to just go home and block your number? Like, is that stupid? Would that be the logical thing to do? If the roles were reversed and women paid for dates, would women have this same sentiment about men paying for expensive dates? And yeah, I kind of agree with what she's saying when it's like, a lot of guys are concerned with gold diggers and they don't have gold to dig. Yes, but I wouldn't call a woman that's just going on dates to go on dates a gold digger. These women are opportunists, okay? They look for opportunity to go out, to dress up, to use people's resources, and they go and they suck the resources. Okay? If there's no 50-50 with this, if the person that's getting their resources sucked isn't getting anything in the end, then this is what I'm saying, like, how is that beneficial? And this is one thing I think a lot of women in this 4B movement or whatever, they don't think about this type of stuff. Like, they never put the shoe on the opposite foot. They never put themselves in the man's shoes and say, well, if I was a man and a woman wanted to go to a $100 steak restaurant, would I have a problem with that if I barely knew her? I thought she was pretty, but would I have a problem with that if I barely knew her? Of course you would. Of course you would. Anybody would. Anybody would. So I'm gonna say L take for shorty. And I want to know what you guys think about this, okay? Have you ever taken a woman on an expensive date and literally never talked to her afterwards? Because that is terrible, bro. That's terrible. And I hope you got your money back somehow. All right, let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like what you see, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all later. Peace out.